thousands of developers are getting laid off. You would have heard Oracle. Oracle has fired around 30k people. PayPal is firing around 5k people. Wipro has freeze the firing and fired. Wipro is firing about 20k people. These kind of numbers you will see for each of the companies. Meta, Facebook. So companies are firing and still they report a profit. And this is a layoff. So in this video, we will actually try to understand the layoffs. People are saying that whatever they have layoff, those jobs they might rehire. So we will also understand this angle, whether the companies whoever have fired, will they rehire? In which situation they need to rehire? All these things we will understand in this thing. So AI layoff. So as of now, keep AI aside. Let's understand the layoff first. So before also layoff used to happen. And now also layoffs are happening, but there is a difference. So before, how layoff used to happen is there is a recession. If there is a recession, there is no budget or company is not performing well, then in such situation the layoffs used to happen, and these layoffs is more about survival of that company. So company wants to survive. In COVID, you would have heard something has happened, some layoffs happened because that time the business was not there much, because most of the people stuck in their home, they won't go outside and buy something. So some companies have fired some of the people, they did a layoff. So mostly it was about survival. But after AI, what has changed? After AI, the layoffs are about optimization. So AI is started doing the work, and let's call it the real work. Initial AI was just ask question, get response, but now AI is acting as a software developer. So it is replacing these guys. The word replacing is not actually much correct. It is just supplementing these people. So initially, whatever three people used to do, now one single guy can do it with the help of AI. That's with AI. Okay. So this is the benefit. And now your organization has the opportunity to get leaner. And companies are doing it. They are, instead of five people, they are putting one guy and give them the AI power and ask him to do all the things. And they are working it like that. Now expectation is one person should do, he should do coding, he should do testing, he should do documentation also. Initially for coding there is a developer, for testing there is a QA engineers, for documentation there is a business analyst or technical writer. So these three guys work is now squeezed to one guy who is supposed to do all these tasks with the help of AI. So all this is fine. This looks very genuine case, right? So whatever we have heard about layoff till now, so it is good. Layoffs are good for the company. If you see, in first case, before it was used for survival, now those are getting used for optimization. For from company point of view, those are good. But what is the difference in today's layoff? there is some kind of difference which actually I see. So what is that difference? So what happens is AI is progressing very fast, and the companies whichever are there, they are unable to keep a pace with AI development. But at the same time, the investor in that company, they are seeing how AI is progressing, and they are forcing these companies to use AI, to start using AI, figure it out what are cases. They are asking, if you have 100 people do the same work, if you have 1000 people do the same work with 500 people. There is a pressure on these guys, whoever works in these companies. So what they are doing, these company guys, whoever is a higher leadership, what they do it, they buy the AI tools, give them to the employees, show them, show the investor that we have given the AI power to the people, to the employees. We have this much of budget for our AI. And the main thing here is they are showing this we have a budget for AI, but they are not able to show the growth. This is a very important point, because showing budget or investment in AI is very simple, but showing growth and progress with AI, using AI and automating something is very tough, because all these companies' job or work is not simple. Even if they claim that they have a simple work, and everybody claim that the software developer role is very simple, but actually it is not simple, because all the applications whatever are developed, those are very complex. If developer wants to do one thing, right, it has might needs to do two three more things, which even AI might not able to do it. One small part of code AI can write it, but if he wants to test it, he will not able to test it very easily. He might not able to figure it out the impacted areas very easily, because all things are not organized for AI to understand and synthesize. That kind of ecosystem these companies doesn't have at this stage. So some companies have understood these issues, that their applications or their application is not, or their ecosystem, you can say current ecosystem is not AI friendly. And since they understood that, they started moving or making their ecosystem AI friendly. But for some companies, they are just ignoring this fact. So what they are doing is, to show the AI investment, they can show simply that we are investing around $50 billion in this 2026 in AI. But they cannot show the progress, but they need to show the profit, because since you invested this much, you need to show profit, right? So what is the easiest way to show profit? So to reduce the cost. So how the cost will be reduced? Fire this guys, fire these guys, do layoffs. Okay, do layoffs and show the profit, because their salaries you no longer need to pay now. So that is the profit which you are showing. So understand this, companies are not showing profit because of the enhancement or growth which they did in the AI field. They are showing profit currently by reducing their employees. And this is a very deadly thing for companies. Whoever companies does these things, they might need to rehire, because what is happening now is, for such company there is a different game happening. So what happens is, this company has fired around, they were having a pool of people. Okay, so they have fired these many people. Now they have kept only these two guys. Now these two guys are thinking differently. Even if company might think that okay, for me nothing has changed, right? Whatever work these guys were doing, these two guys will do it. But the psychology of these two guys has changed now. They are no longer trusting this company, right? This is a company. They are no longer trusting the company. And most of the times, both of these two guys are looking for job change because they are thinking that if company can fire these many guys, they can one day fire us also, because they are also not seeing the AI in advancement or AI profit which the company is getting. They are simply seeing that the company is showing profit by reducing or firing the people, but at the same time company doesn't have a way to get their work done with the help of robots, right? So whatever, for example, this is a QA, BA, technical writers, business developers, all this community now they only kept, for example, developer and expect QA, BA, developer, all these works to get done from them. Then these guys are getting overloaded because there is a AI available, but it doesn't do all the things because the ecosystem is not yet built. So the companies who are not focusing on building ecosystem and simply firing the people, they at some point of time, such company will rehire. But the companies who are engaged actively in building ecosystem, getting profit through AI, and then reducing the head count, those company will excel. But these kind of companies will going to fall flat. So what one can do? Let's understand. This is the problem which we have understood, that layoffs happening, the people who get survived, they are still psychologically impacted. They are no longer trusting the companies. They 3 out of 5 guys, such guys are looking for a job change. They are looking for better job security, and all such things are happening. Right now, how one can safeguard their career? Safeguard career. This is an important thing. How one can do a safeguarding of their career. So the only thing which is possible nowadays is adaptation. The person who will survive in the IT companies is not the person who stay longer in one company and think that I am a loyal to this company and I will survive. No, that is not the case. The person who quickly adapt to the new technology, understand the new domains. So why domain here? Now see, you have understood the technology, right? You understood the AI. You are doing your work. You are a developer. You might do the coding with the optimized way, but you are stuck here. You cannot take it more longer. So henceforth, companies need the guys who can help them automating the work and bringing more use cases which can be automated. So when you can bring a use cases, or when you can bring the new product ideas or business to the companies, when you understand the domain, right? So if you are in e-commerce, if you understand the domain, how the user actually buys something, what is his behavior, if you understand the domain, right, then you can suggest the company some ideas and company might consider it, and those guys have a good chance of progressing in their career and having a safe job. But if you are simply restricting yourself to your job, not getting a domain knowledge, then you are still vulnerable. But the person who are adaptable, learning new skills, getting a domain expertise has a long way to go. They will be the winner of this AI race. So understand that you need to fall into this category. If you want a safe, secure job, you should be doing these things, else you will not be secure in the IT company. And even if, let's say, any company, because of some bad management, they have decommissioned entire team. They didn't consider whether somebody is a hard worker, somebody has a technical skill, he's an adaptive guy, he has a domain knowledge, but because of the mismanagement, they have fired entire team, they have lay off entire team. But still you will get a job very easily outside in the market, since you have these two traits. So these two traits are very important. One is adaptation in technology, and understanding the domain knowledge. These two things are very important, so focus on this. So for fresher also, now freshers are also very much impacted. Now if you would have heard the sentence of Wipro CEO, right? So what he said that in 2025 they have hired around 30k people. For example, in 2026 this 30k all fresher, okay, in 2026 they have zero requirement to hire any people. So just think of what will happen to the fresher, whoever is getting passed out from the colleges. They won't get a job, right? But for them to get job, they need to excel in these skills. They need to get adaptive and domain knowledge. If they also acquire these skills, then definitely they will get a job. The playing field is altogether changed. So fresher has to henceforth prove what they are doing, how they are saving the cost, how they are reducing the human efforts, what innovation they are doing. All these things become a main point for interview nowadays. So it's not simply answering the questions how the loops works in C sharp, how loops work in C++, how to optimize this code. All these things are fine, but those are not a deciding criteria nowadays. How you reduce the human effort, how you can reduce the cost for the company, how you can optimize this, how you can bring innovation. All these things are getting asked nowadays to the people who are looking for a job, right? So understand this. So this is what I want to cover. In case you have any question on the recent trend, in case you want to know what to do in such cases, if you are get laid off, how to proceed further, then do comment. I will guide based on my knowledge, and that's it I want to cover in this session.